Welcome to Coast Compost. I will be your host today. I'm Holly Beach, the CEO and co-founder of Coast Compost, or C2C for short. Let's begin with a snapshot in the lives of Jane and her husband Gary.
Honey, I cannot stand this rotting bowl of food on the countertop.
But we have to compost. It's important to me.
It's just not worth it for me to clean the counter and the flies.
Not this again.
There has to be a better way. And this is so ugly.
Did you relate to that scene? Well, by 2030, there will be projections that 1/4 of America will be required to compost, so it will be happening more often if we do not find a better way. Market opportunity. The market opportunity is a compostable, disposable, and attractive bin, the C2C bin, a commercially biodegradable bin that can fit with the decor of any kitchen. Consumers can place their leftover food scraps and any other organic material into the bin and then simply toss the entire container into their compost receptacle for pickup by their waste management service. No longer an eyesore, it is designed with an aesthetically pleasing look so that it blends in with the kitchen, at a fraction of the cost of a standard refuse bin. Customers will appreciate the value and the convenience of being able to throw away the bin and get out a clean one. Unique benefits. Some of the unique benefits are a highly clean countertop compost container with a trademarked enzyme liner that will degrade compost 20% faster. These bins have an extremely low environmental impact. Throw them away or put them in your community recycling compost bin and get a clean one out for more sanitary composting. We plan to position ourselves as the leader in in-home composting with a reputation of being a socially responsible organization, so our customers will know that participating in composting is helping to protect the environment. Our trademark enzymes will speed up waste breakdown in our compost bins, and with our key partnerships, C2C will have a competitive advantage over any rival compost companies. C2C will create a niche market in home composting that makes the consumer feel good about making a positive contribution and will continue to grow as the industry expands. Competitive advantage. There are large-scale competitors in the market, such as Cedar Grove Compost, selling on Amazon, and currently the green lid and ceramic containers are direct small competitors. We will look to succeed by establishing our brand name and gaining loyal customers who appreciate our sustainability. With the trademark on the enzymes that will increase composting by 20%, this is our real competitive advantage. By establishing our intellectual property as a brand name and gaining market share, we will succeed. Partnerships and strategic alliances. The company website will act as the main channel of distribution to reach customers. The primary website function will be informational to help educate potential new customers on composting with an e-commerce section that will directly link the customers to order on Amazon. The other primary channel will be to utilize health food stores such as Whole Foods, PCC, and Trader Joe's. We will use scale of economics when working with large retailers to offset the markups. Fostering a partnership with several food subscription delivery services will be a perfect situation for C2C as it would link us directly to potential customers we know would be a good fit. Strategic partners and C2C would both gain consumer credibility by partnering. Showing the commitment to the environment could be the thing that sets one food subscription service apart from another. Our market. C2C will be focusing on the largest segment within the paper materials market, 38.4%. However, it is a small percentage of this market that is compostable materials. Around 4% of the food and beverage container business is biodegradable, and less than 1% of that is organic. A working prototype has been built and is being tested by a small grocery store within the target market. Marketing social media campaigns have been secured. Beginning interviews with Whole Foods have begun with the 2019 launch in 25 stores. A feasibility study was completed and approved by manufacturing partners and venture capitalists that have shown interest. With the recent acquisition of Whole Foods by Amazon, we are expecting easily scalable marketing through this strategic partnership. Threats. The main risks that can threaten C2C are market share, gaining or losing market share to competitors, or our technology being replicated or surpassed. Another threat may be perceived if people choose not to or are slow to adopt composting. However, this trend is not becoming a more valuable option, as communities recognize the benefits and local legislation supports this trend. Awareness is a key and why marketing is so vital to our success. Management capability. Let's see who we have on the team. Again, I am Holly Beach, co-founder, and I will act as the CEO. I have been selling and teaching about composting for over a decade. In addition, I own a restaurant and organic farm with my husband. With over a decade of entrepreneurship and management experience, I bring the ability to lead the team with superior communication skills and operation fluidity. As an example, I came up with the name of the company and the product, engaged and led an outside team to execute the logo and all the branding and imaging seen in this video. Daniel Blau is the CIO. After working as a marketing specialist for an e-learning startup company for several years, Daniel has an acumen to customize technical systems and platforms that will improve customer experience. Jeremy Rosso is the VP of Marketing. He brings extensive knowledge of small business management, digital marketing, and strategic planning to the team. Evan Nebeker is the CFO. Evan comes with a wealth of knowledge in operations, management, problem solving, lean thinking, process improvement, and project management, on top of his accounting and finance background. Aaron Burt is the COO. Aaron brings his bottom to top strategy to operations with the goal of empowering employees to problem solve and innovate efficiencies. Financial understanding. These 5 board members are each investing $150,000 plus time invested. We will also need additional capital investors to join the board with a $300,000 investment. The additional investors will have a spot on the board. The funds will be used initially to secure a low 4% interest loan on our plant for $5 million. This will be financed over 30 years. We will also need to procure a cut machine capable of making the size of the container that we will need. The estimated cost of this initial machine is $300,000 and is capable of meeting a demand for the projected sales for the first 5 years. $40,000 will be used for plant improvements. Our infrastructure will cost approximately $45,000, $10,000 for the server, $20,000 for Oracle integration and licensing, and $15,000 for the other computer and network setup and equipment. Inventory originally through sourcing contracts will be minimal. We are planning $4,000 of initial inventory, turning 12 times a year. We plan to expand after 1.5 years into secondary markets. Owners and investors will work part-time for C2C Compost, not drawing salaries until year 2 on a graduated system. Specific details of our operating budget and anticipated burn rate are clearly outlined in our formal written business plan. Break-even analysis. With all owners drawing small salaries starting in the beginning of 2019, the break-even analysis shows the company becoming profitable Q2 of 2021. The analysis indicates that the company will remain solvent while paying salaries for the first 3 years of growth. Exit plans. C2C sales and operations will be impressive enough to attract a large organization with similar values. An acquisition of the company would involve receiving a lump sum to relinquish control of the organization and all of its assets, with the intention of the company continuing the sales of our product. An agreement will be made with the investors and stockholders establishing the value of the company within a 5-year period. Legal. For tax reasons, C2C will be incorporated and established as an LLC. The anticipated company name and articles of the organization and all copyrights and trademarks will be filed in Seattle, Washington. The ask. C2C is asking investors to fill a $300,000 opportunity in our initial startup. This will place potential investors or equity partners with roughly 29% ownership. Global and ethical impacts. Now, to go more in detail of C2C's opportunities and trends as they relate to global and ethical impacts. Awareness is increasing on how people and organizations can do their part to ensure a healthier planet. This trend towards eco-awareness lends itself to a new product that can help individuals lessen their carbon footprint and better use their resources around them. Many cities and their governing bodies are doing their part as well to help waste reduction in their jurisdictions by mandating separate disposal of compostable material. As more and more cities follow suit, the need will increase for products that will help the average consumer manage their compostable waste, especially those living in apartment complexes and shared housing where space is limited. Both trends present themselves as opportunities for C2C Compost to carve out a piece of market share within this industry. We are honored to be a part of ending the fight against childhood hunger. Our C2C Community Meals program was created in 2011 when I learned that 1 in 4 children in America do not know where their next meal is coming from. C2C Community Meals has a goal to contribute at least $20,000 a year to help support feeding families, elderly, and education programs. We take pride in going out into the community to share how composting works and how it helps our environment. Being involved in the community is vital to what we do and are always looking for ways to give back, especially in the name of compost education. Our sustainability efforts are consistent with everything we do. When people choose to compost instead of adding to landfills, they are decreasing the methane gas output in the atmosphere, which reduces the greenhouse effect. This small composting adjustment in behavior, if repeatedly done on a massive scale, can help slow down climate change. Besides the obvious environmental benefits, choosing to be a sustainable part of our community can keep landfill costs down. Globally, the use of C2C compost bins could change the world. Let's look at the scene playing out in Jane and Gary's kitchen now that they are using the C2C compost bin.
Honey, will you please come and take out the compost bin?
No problem. I got it, sweetie. No problem at all.
Great, that looks so much better.